I am presenting here the topic chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. It is useful for BPharm 6th semester in pharmacology subject BP 602T. What is COPD? As a common preventative and treatable disease, as characterized by persistent airflow limitation that is usually progressive and associated with an enhanced chronic inflammatory response in the airway and the lungs to noxious particles or gases. General terms for a group of that causes progressive damage to the lungs include chronic bronchitis, asthma, emphysema. Chronic bronchitis. The more than 16 million Americans with COPD. Asthma, which occurs when the muscles in the airways cause a loss of elasticity in the walls of small air sac in the lungs. Eventually, the walls stress and break, creating larger, less efficient air sacs that are not able to handle the normal exchanges for oxygen and carbon dioxide. Emphysema is advanced. Lungs must work so hard to expel air that breathing can consume up to 20% of resting energy. Developed gradually over years, may not experience symptoms such as shortness of breath until irritable. Damage has already occurred. Symptoms. The main symptoms are shortness of breath and a reduced capacity of physical activity. Both of which are likely to become worse as the disease progresses. Other symptoms of emphysema include chronic mild cough, loss of appetite and weight loss. It's a vicious cycle. Emphysema can make eating more difficult, and the act of eating robs that breath. What happens in emphysema? Inflammation destroys that walls of the air sac, causing them to lose their elasticity. In times this overstretching may occur, several air sacs to rupture, forming once larger air spaces instead of many small ones. Becomes the larger, less elastic sacs are not able to force air completely out of lungs when exhaled. Patient breathes harder to take in enough oxygen and to eliminate carbon dioxide. The process works something like this normally. Exhalation in two ways, actively, passively. Body needs more oxygen, chest muscles contract air out rapidly. On the other hand, when sitting quietly, the chest muscles expect to take air in, but muscles do not actively contract to let the air out. Instead, the elastic tissues around air sac contracts and lungs passively shrink. Most common cause is smoking. Cigarette smoke is by far the most cause of emphysema. The damage begins when tobacco smoke Paralyze the microscopes hair that line bronchochile tubes. Normally, these hair soup irritant and germs out of airways. Risk factor. The single greatest risk factor for emphysema is smoking. Emphysema is most likely to develop in cigarette smoker. But pipe smoker also are susceptible, and the risk for all types of smoker increase with the number of years and amount of tobacco smoked. Other risk factors include ages, exposure to second-hand smoke, occupational exposure to chemical fumes, exposure in indoor and outdoor pollution, heredity, HIV. Firstly, ages. Although the lungs damage that occur in developed gradually, most people with tobacco-related emphysema beings to experiment symptoms of the disease between the ages of 50 and 60. Exposure to second-hand smoke, now as passive or environmental tobacco smokes, for example, cigarette, pipe or cigar. Occupational exposure to chemical fumes from certain chemical or dust from grains, cotton balls or melamine product may lead to emphysema that risk the even greater if patient is smoker. Exposure to indoor and outdoor pollution, breathing indoor pollutant such as fumes from heating fuel as well as outdoor pollutant. Car exert for risk of emphysema. Exposure to indoor and outdoor pollutant, breathing indoor pollutant such as fumes from heating fuel as outdoor pollutant. HIV infection. Smoker living with HIV are at greater risk of emphysema and of developing the disease at a relatively young ages than are smokers who do not have HIV infection. Screening and diagnosis. Pulmonary function test. These non-invasive tests can detect emphysema before symptoms. They measure how much air lungs can hold and the flow of air in out of lungs. They can also measure the amount of gases exchanged across the membrane between alveolar wall and capillary membrane. During the test, patient is asked to blow onto a single instrument called as a spirometer. PFT may be done before and after the use of inhaled medication to test response to them. An smoker or a former smoker tests are done frequently. Chest X-ray. Chest X-ray is performed to evaluate the lungs, heart and chest wall. Physician used the examination to diagnose or monitor treatment for conditions such as pneumonia, heart failure, heart problem, emphysema, lungs cancer. Arterial blood gases analysis. These blood tests measure how the lungs transfer oxygen to blood stream and how effectively they remove carbon dioxide. Pulse oximetry. This test involves use of a small device that attached to the fingertips. The oximeter measures the amount of oxygen in the blood different from the way it's measured in blood gas analysis. To help determine whether patient need supplemental oxygen, the test may be performed at rest, during exercises and overnight. Computerized tomography CT scan. A CT scan allows to see the organs in two. Split-second computer processing created these images as a series of very thin X-ray beams are passed through the body. A CT scan can detect emphysema sooner than an X-ray can, but it cannot assess the severity of as accurately as can be pulmonary function test. Treatment. The most essential steps in any treatment plan for smoker with emphysema as stopping smoking. It's the only ways to stop the damaging to lungs from becoming worse. Other treatment which focus for relieving symptoms and preventing complications include bronchodilators, inhalation steroid, antibiotic, inoculation against influenza and pneumonia. Bronchodilators. These drugs can help relieve coughing, shortness of breath, and trouble breathing while opening constricted airways, but they are not as effective in treating emphysema as they are in treating asthma. Inhalated steroid. Corticosteroid drugs inhaled as aerosol spray may relieve symptoms of emphysema associated with asthma and bronchitis. Although inhalated steroid have fewer side effect than oral steroid do. Prolonged use can weaken bones and increase the risk of high blood pressure. Antibiotics. Respiratory infection such as acute bronchitis, pneumonia and influenza are a leading complication of emphysema, increasing the amount of produced and making breathing problem worse. Broad spectrum antibiotics may help relieve these symptoms, but serious and growing problem of antibiotic resistance bacteria. Inoculation against influenza and pneumonia. COPD expert recommended an influenza shot annually and a pneumonia shot every 5 to 7 years. Test to monitor pulmonary function test, peak expiratory flow test, force expiratory volume, force vital capacity, self-care. Stop smoking, avoid other respiratory irritation and irritant, clear airways, avoid respiratory infection, maintain good nutrients, express feeling and share emotions. Consider a support groups. Thank you.